Why is Apple so successful? How did the Wright brothers manage to figure out the flying machine even though they were not as well educated or sponsored as other teams? It turns out all the successful leaders and companies have something very in common. They share the same pattern. Let me show you what the pattern is. I call it the golden circle. It's a very simple idea, but it can have a great impact if used correctly. Many companies and leaders know what they do. Some of them even know how they do it. But very few people know why they do what they do. What's their purpose? What's their cause? What's their belief? But that's not everything. You can't use these steps in marketing and hope for the best. Most of the people try to use this idea in business, but still fail. So let's look at how Apple uses this. It's a good example because everybody gets it. So Apple's marketing strategy could sound something like this. We make great computers. They are beautifully designed, easy to use and user-friendly. Wanna buy one? Meh. But now let's see how Apple really communicates with their customers. We believe in thinking differently. We inspire to provide our customers with beautifully designed products that are really easy to use and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Wanna buy one? Totally different, right? See, both of these ideas used our golden circle, but in different order. We all tend to start from the outside of the circle and going in, because it's the easiest. But the key to success is working from the inside and going out. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. It's a phrase which is almost a golden rule for success. Now let's look at a company called Dell, for example. They make great products, which we buy every day. They're a computer company. But they released MP3 players and PDAs. Nobody bought one. Why? Well, we can't even imagine buying a phone or an MP3 player from a computer company, right? But we do it every day. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So it doesn't matter what Apple puts out, people will still go ahead and buy it from them, even though they're a computer company just like any other. They don't differ structurally from Dell or anyone else. It's all about the communication and marketing of the product or an idea. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Let's look at our second example. Samuel Pierpont Langley was a man who had what we think is a key for success. He had great connections and knew all the big minds of his day. He received $50,000 from the War Department to figure out the flying machine. Money was not a problem. He hired the best people money could get and had the greatest team possible working on the flying project. But a few hundred miles away in Ohio, two brothers had an idea. They had a belief. They knew if they managed to figure out the flying machine, they can change the course of the world. They had no money. The people they worked with didn't have any education, but they all worked for a purpose, for a belief that the Wright brothers communicated. And on 17th December 1903, they took flight. They managed to invent the plane ahead of Pierpont Langley, who had everything, but he was chasing the fame and money, and the Wright brothers chased the cause. Langley chased the end result, which is what led him to failure. This fits perfectly with our golden circle. The goal is to work with people who believe in what you believe. If you hire someone because they can do the job, they'll work for your money. But if you hire people who believe in what you believe, they will work for you with blood, sweat and tears. And here is our golden circle of success. You can use this to any part of your life. It doesn't need to be business. It will work with everything. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the videos.